Grand Rising Soul Fam. It's Friday night, so I thought I would share a little message from the Tao, as one does. Right now, I am planning to share Gene Key 61 or I Ching Hexagram 61. This is coming from Ma Deva Padma's Tao Oracle, and 61 is here as inner truth according to the Tao I Ching. Couple keywords are the wisdom of the heart, insight, clarity, purity, intuitive knowing, consciousness, and penetrating illusion. Let's see what it has to say. Inner truth. Truth is not found by adopting certain beliefs or by social conditioning. It is the silent voice of the heart that responds to what is with detached clarity, untainted by emotionalism, that's always available but very often ignored. It's experienced as intuitive knowing that sees through the problems, blocks, and barriers conjured up by becoming overly fixated on achieving and attaining. It needs no support or approval. Whenever we're humbled enough to respect the integrity of the inner voice and heed its guidance, the effect is a transformative one. The inner voice is the voice of our own consciousness that's serene and spacious and never distorts. It's founded on the recognition that love is your essential reality, and that denial of love is the source of all illusion, pain, and suffering. It's the cool flame of awareness that eternally guards your birthright, the experience of inner peace. Remembering that your perceptions and interpretations are colored by your state of mind not only sheds a different light on what you call reality, but will assist you in taking greater responsibility for your thoughts and actions. The state of mind can be a shifting and transitory thing, and when it is, it's not truth. Truth is eternal and unchanging. It never grows old. It transcends the limitations of time and space. The preoccupations and worries of the ordinary mind are nearly always in support of the ego and its illusions. In other words, your thoughts, in part, create your experience. Heaven and hell are both seeds in the mind, just waiting for you to think them into being. If you're interested in inner truth more than holding on to any belief about truth, it's wise to remember that ego is the ultimate trickster. It'll do anything to keep you engrossed in its fictions, as long as you're willing to play the game. However, once you've really had enough and begin questioning what lies behind the apparent reality of your life, you've entered totally new territory. In spiritual terms, it's known as being on the path. Walking the path is a lifetime journey that leads you within, toward aligning with inner truth. We humans become teased by the same longings, hopes, and fears, and are intimately joined as brothers and sisters, regardless of our skin color, spiritual affiliations, or land we live on. We intrinsically share the same potential for realization. We are one, and so is truth. The inner truth of each being survives, despite our ignorance, endures beyond our occasional acts of selfish immaturity, and sustains us whether we ever recognize it or not. Acknowledging that and being moved by the reflection of truth in others is liberating. The experience of inner truth, ultimately, it's in your attitude. It's not as a point of debate, but a deep knowing that's part of your fundament. If it is a source of doubt, you've missed it entirely. Bottom line, here are the changes, the 6 ways that this may show up. Line 1, don't assume that just any inner voice you might be hearing is really your own. Most of us have a whole crowd of voices inside us, from parents to teachers, co-workers, and friends. To hear your own inner voice needs a finely tuned ear and the willingness to discard even apparently good advice if it does not arise directly from your own experience. Undertake the task as if your life depended on it, because in a spiritual sense, it does. Line 2. To live a life of truth is to live in trust, intuitively knowing that the path is made apparent for each step when the time is right. Trusting in the miracle of love can free you from fear, and in turn, liberate those around you as well. Your life is truly blessed right now. Treasure the moment and allow the treasure to spread to others by way of your open hand. Line 3. When you look around yourself, outside yourself for direction, approval, or affirmation, you set yourself up to be confused at best, or even at war with what you know to be true. Do you think these people in the audience at live television shows really mean it when they applaud and cheer in response to the cue cards? It's time to close your eyes to all external cues and look for what makes you applaud and cheer from the inside out. It's not too late to rescue yourself from being dragged by the nose through all your ups and downs, unless, of course, that really is your idea of entertainment. Line 4. Sometimes the insight you gain from getting in touch with your inner truth might lead you in directions you had not anticipated. If it is a course of action that expands your horizons and offers opportunities for greater understanding, follow it. Line 5. Like a mirror, you're able to simply reflect what is without passing judgment or distorting with the images with preconceived ideas about how things should be. And top line, line 6. Wandering around in the past or projecting dreams into the future is the surest way to escape from the now. It might be time to remind yourself that the only real journey is from here to here. Turn your attention to where your feet are and do your best to stay connected to them. Let's go ahead and just take a deep breath in, allowing this wisdom to land into every single one of our trillions of cells. Breathing all the way in. You know, it can be a little bit frightening when you go against the grain and when you are speaking out about things that everybody else at the table seems to go one way on and you lean another way. But this is how we evolve. This is how we grow. We question everything. We experience our own version of truth and then we align with that. So right now, according to the Gene Keys, this is also the shadow of psychosis, the gift of inspiration, and the divine expression of sanctity. So if we want to be inspired, let's create art through what we're experiencing, because art is sometimes beautiful, maybe not always perceived that way, but when we're really making it authentically, it's always a truthful reflection of our experience. And that's actually what makes it beautiful, and that's what makes it inspiring for others. So invitation this week to paint, to sing, to dance, to create, as there's wildfires, as there's storms, as there's climate crisis, as there is elections, as debates, as all these things going on. Let's find a way to allow it to inspire us. Sending you so much love.